Right. Hopefully I'm in frame. Hopefully picture looks alright. Hopefully the sun over there isn't reflecting off something to make it look bad. See you at my house, bidding you guys welcome. Welcome to another video. I wanted to film this outside because I always felt that outside videos were the ones I enjoyed watching most. I think people really limit themselves by filming themselves inside. There's so much more outside in the world than there is inside, so I want to show you guys. It's a beautiful place I live in. Been here a year and a bit now. We're only just starting to kind of fix up the yard. I put in a lime tree, I put in a chili tree. They're doing well. We're gonna plant some of these veggies in the garden at some point. We've got to figure it out. My wedding anniversary is next week. We're very excited. We're going to the beach for the weekend. But that's neither here nor there. I've been away a while. You've gotten the odd game review that nobody watches, the odd video that nobody watches, but as far as like what I usually do, I've not done it for a little bit. People just don't seem to care about the other stuff. I mean, it's still me making the videos, but they don't really care. I guess it's more the content than the person. But I wasn't even gonna do a pickups video because I haven't gotten a lot. It was only in the last day that I really got stuff. But I'll show you the stuff I got before yesterday. I just got a PS4 like a week ago. So I've actually been getting PS4 games that I want to play. I'm not planning on starting a collection for it. I'm not planning on starting any new collections. I've actually sold a lot of my collection. You know, I've sold all of my GameCube stuff. I'm selling a lot of my PS2 stuff. Like, eventually all of my PS2 stuff. Because I've played it, I've experienced it. It's worth a lot more now than it was when I bought it, so I'm just gonna cash out. It's cool to have the games, but it's nicer to have the money to go out and have experiences somewhere. Yeah, once the world opens back up, I want to travel to Japan, I want to do a Europe tour, I want to go to Cairo, I want to go everywhere, you know. I'm one of those people that, big aspirations, I've got the travel bug in me, I guess. But as for pickups, I'm playing a lot of video games, I'm watching a lot of movies, I'm reading a lot of books, comparatively to how I have been for the past 5 years. You know, I've not read as much as when I was in high school, but I am starting to read more now. More adult literature, I guess. Not like sexy adult, but like adult themes. Like dramas and stuff. Back in the day, I just read like fantasy novels and shit. Now I'm reading more. Broadening my experiences, I guess, is the word. The phrase I want to use. Let's get to these pickups. I say, like, I've just been the same old, you know, same job, same place, same wife, same clothes. But, yeah, I'm just remaining consistent with my life. I'm saving money for my eventual, retirement. I want to retire pretty early, but that's not going to happen for a while. But I want to be better off than a lot of people will be when they do retire, so I am planning for that, and I'm trying not to waste money anywhere, really. But as for games, I've been getting a lot of PS3 games, relatively. Start first off with this one I got online. This one was about $40 shipped. I had the money in my PayPal just sitting there for months, so it's like, I might as well use it. Spider-Man Web of Shadows. I thought I got a pretty decent deal on this. It's in good condition. It's one of the PS3 games I'm still after. There's still a few that I'm after, even after the ones I'm going to show you. But this was one of the main ones. Cicadas are out. I'm sure they're fucking with the mic's audio. Nice and complete. Bit of wrinkling on the manual, but who cares? Well loved. I've not played it yet. It looks pretty good. I hear this is the best version of the game, so we'll see how it is. What I really want to sit down and play from CEX, I have so much CEX credit. I took so many like cheap PS2 games that I know I couldn't sell myself to CEX, and I ended up getting like over $1,000 credit. I think it was closer to $2,000. We have 007 Legends, So, I had a copy of this that I traded into CEX thinking I already had it. Stupid me. But I have it back. It just looks good. It's like a best hits of the Bond series in first person kind of shooter. It looks good. $22, about what it goes for. Up. I want to play this one with my wife. It's a 2-player game. You can do 2-player split-screen co-op, so why not? It's what I didn't have for my PS3 collection. You don't see it a lot either. This is a harder one to find. $15 for Arcania, The Complete Tale. I really don't know anything about this, but I had the credit there and I thought, I'll get it. Is it good? I don't know. Clive Barker's Jericho. This is one of the games I thought for the longest time, I'll just keep holding out, I'll find it for $3 or $4 somewhere. Could not find it, so I just bought it for $10 on credit. Why not? I had the credit available. Yeah, this is a pretty good game. I want to sit down and really give it a good go. It's very difficult. You play as this, like a squad of, military people fighting demons and stuff. It seems pretty good from the 30 minutes I've played. The demon designs are really good. It's difficult though. Heavy Fire Shattered Sphere. It's an on-rails shooter, which is why I wanted to try it. It looks really fun and really stupid. Give that one a go at some point. I say I'll give these ones a go, but I've had these for months. But I have been playing more games, just not these games. I've been playing games that I already bought years ago. Sleeping Dogs, $3. It's an upgrade for my Platinum Hits copy. It's a great game. I'd love them to make a another one. I got these games online. They're supposed to be like the last Wii games ever, so I thought, shit, they're probably going to go up in value at some point. I'll grab them. They're cool little curie. Here is my Wii collection, which I'm undecided if I want to sell or not. There's still a lot of Wii games that I want to play. Retro City Rampage DX and the Shakedown Hawaii. Both on the Wii. Both brand new and sealed, both in their little, like, cases. They were sent in these cases, which was interesting. I didn't think they would send them in these nice cases. But it took a dog's age to get these, you know. Civilizations rose and crumbled in the time it took between me ordering these and they arriving at my bloody doorstep, but they did eventually arrive, so no complaints at all. It's supposed to be like the old GTA games, like GTA 1 and 2. I've looked up gameplay, they look very fun. I doubt I'll ever get around to sitting down and playing them. Eventually I will just sell them. Yeah. And someone will buy. Something cool. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I found this in a Cash Converters in Mount Cravat, which is a decent little store. You know, I find stuff there sometimes. Cash Converters isn't what it used to be. But found this collector's edition. It's pretty cool for $5. Has the PS3 game. Has a soundtrack, art book, prints. General standard kind of collector's edition stuff. But it was cool to find. I like it. Got a DVD from a random op shop for $1. It goes for about $30 online. There's none in Australia right now. Expelled from Paradise. It looks pretty good. I actually want to sit down and watch it first. It's about a like a universe where there are very few people left on Earth because we've all killed each other, and like a robot people have to go down and figure out why this like AI is going haywire. General sci-fi stuff, but it looks pretty good. A couple more games from CEX. Masters Collector's Edition, $3. These go for $30, $40 all day, even without the bloody manual. I don't know why people grab these old golf games, why they buy them for so much money, but they do. I'm still reselling. Gaming, reselling. Just not a whole lot of collecting anymore. Sonic Unleashed. Really good game. It used to be worth a bit more. I remember this used to be like 25. Now it's only about 20. That's okay. It's still an easy $20, and for $5, I'll make a good amount on it. Complete in there. Pretty good game. I recently finished Sonic Generations, and I want to sit down and play Sonic Unleashed as well, fully. Because I remember enjoying the 3 or 4 hours I put into it before, and I think I was pretty close to the end of the game. That was on Xbox 360. Speaking of Xbox 360, $5 for a copy of Call of Duty Black Ops 2, you can't beat that. Yeah, this trades in, I think, about $20 at CEX these days. You really can't beat it. Disc is pretty good. Disc is alright. Bit of dust on the disc. Oh yeah, people still buy these. They love this game. CEX gives good money for it. Same with this one. $5 for Minecraft on PS3. This was found in a cash converters out near my dad's place. Still worth getting. All day for $5, I'll grab these. Complete in there. I'll swap out the case so it's in a nice clear one, and then it's in really good condition. I'm not sure how much it's worth, I just know it is worth something. I'm pretty behind on most of my prices. $3. Just a random PS1 game. Dancing Stage Fusion. It looks like a fun little rhythm game. At best, it's a fun little rhythm game. At worst, it's a really clean, nice condition case. So yeah, whatever. I was in a buying mood at the time, let's just say that. Puzzle Quest 2, it was $2. It looks like an RPG where the battles are done in like a puzzle game, so that sounds pretty interesting. I am still after a few DS games, but my collection's whittling down to what I already want. I've got what I already want. It's whittling down to the few that I still need. That, you know, those few that are like impossible to find for a good price. $1, Topspin 3, whatever. I don't know what I was thinking. This was $1. I bought this when I bought my PS4. $1 for Hitman Blood Money. It's in a really dirty case. The disc is surprisingly nice. A few light scratches, but not as bad as the case, I guess. Not really worth anything, but it was $1. I'll trade into CEX. Hi! My wife is looking at me from the window. Can I grab that DS game I threw?
Where did you throw it?
Under the chair. I'm not sure why I bought that one. I guess because it was only $1. I like to support that op shop. The one in Corinda that's local to us.
Tennis games are good.
Don't give it back, I threw it. Oh. My wife brought me a bear hat, let's put that on. There we go, something nice for the thumbnail. I also bought this when I bought my PS4, because it's one of the only PS4 games I know I want to play. Prey. There's probably like 100 PS4 games I want to play, but it's just a matter of discovering them. I last had a PS4 in 2018, I think, or 2017, and my knowledge of games, new games, pretty much goes back to there. I don't know at all what's out. I know the new God of War, there's a Spider-Man game. I don't know anything other than that. I remember really liking Prey. It's a good long game. I think this was like $4. You can't beat that. PS4 games are still so new to me, so to get them for $5 and under, that's nuts. A couple more PS3 games that I wanted. One to play, and one just for the collection. They're not known as very good games, but they are games that I wanted. First up, these are like $4 each from CEX. Turning Point Fall of Liberty. This is supposed to be pretty bad, but it's about post World War II. If the Axis won, which is an interesting concept. I think that's the concept for Wolfenstein too. And Legendary, which is supposed to be a man opens Pandora's box and demons come out. That sounds much more my style. I'm gonna enjoy that one. This one's apparently pretty good too. I played it originally for Xbox 360 and I remember it being pretty good. I just never finished it. This is really hot. These Aussie summers are a killer. Absolute killer. Alright, this stuff was all gotten yesterday. I went on a little op-shop trip yesterday, just around the Browns Plains area. Usually I don't find anything there, but it's hit or miss. Sometimes I'll find nothing, other times I'll hit at every single store. So we found all of this, which is pretty good. Some stuff for me, a lot of stuff to sell. Something for me, I got 2 games from the Pennywise and both games I wanted to play. The first one is Dishonored 2 for $4.95, so just about $5. Pretty good deal, I reckon, for a PS4 game. I don't really know the prices on them at all. But I actually just finished the original Dishonored for the first time in the last week, so I really wanted to try the second one because I liked the first one so much. It's kind of like a Thief or Deus Ex, but it's very forgiving. It's very easy to kill enemies. You can just rampage your way through the game if you want, although you get a really bad ending if you do. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. So I look forward to checking out Dishonored 2. The only thing about this one, I didn't check it while I was in there. There are some scratches on the disc. I know, like, Blu-ray discs, when they get scratched, they're harder to scratch, but when they do get scratched, they're generally fucked. So I might have to take that into the old disc resurfacer who does them for $1. We'll give it a go first. Let's not jump to conclusion here. Also for $3.95, I thought it was an excellent deal for this game. This is a great game. This is one of the games I played when I had my PS4, and even back then it was only like $10. Deus Ex Mankind Divided, the Day 1 edition. This is a great game. People didn't like this as much because the ending isn't very good, but I thought it was a great game. It suffers the same deal as many things do when it's the second game in a trilogy, or the second item in a trilogy, which is that you get big story in the first one, big story in the finale, the third one, and the second one has to just do its best to try and tie them together. But I thought Deus Ex Mankind Divided was very, very good. Unfortunately, we will never get another Deus Ex game, so learn to love it. What's the disc on that one? A couple finger smudges. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I got one more PS4 game. Did I get anything else? This is from CEX. They actually mispriced this. If you look at it closely, it says Deus Ex Mankind Divided, but it's actually Detroit Become Human. I guess they confused a sci-fi game for sci-fi game. Who would have guessed? This is also one that I really wanted to play. I don't know what that is on the back. Gross. This is one that I really wanted to sit down and play, and I've been playing it a little bit. I'm about an hour and a half into the game, I'd say. I'm not sure how long it is. It does seem like a really, movie-style game. It's made by Quantic Dream. All of their games are the same as far as gameplay is concerned. I played Heavy Rain, I played Fahrenheit, I played... What was their third one? Beyond Two Souls. I think I've played every game of those. And they're all kind of the same. The story seems pretty interesting about a future where androids have taken all of the jobs of people and there's like a human uprising, which, hey, that might be the future, who knows. But for $5, I thought I'd give it a go. This is usually supposed to be $20, but $5 is a much better price. Got this one at Upshop. The Devil and Daniel Johnston. I watched this today. It's really, really good. I'd heard about this originally from Lebosu77 on YouTube. A British fella. And he is... Daniel Johnston is, not Lebosu. Daniel Johnston is a musician with mental health issues. He's been playing since the early 80s, and he was on the verge of becoming this massive star, but because of his mental state and his music not being incredibly polished, I guess, or not marketable, he didn't end up making it. But he spent time in and out of mental institutions his whole life. It seems like a really interesting story. Unfortunately, the man is dead now. He was having a lot of spats where he thought the devil was after him, and that his fame and fortune that he was acquiring was because of the devil. Just a lot of demons in the guy's head, which is very sad. Very manic. Kind of a manic depressive kind of guy. But it was a really good watch. I've known about his music for a little bit, like I've heard it in various commercials and just didn't know what the hell it was. But it's a good watch. I definitely recommend it if you're into music at all. Or you're just into like artists or whatever. This is one my wife bought, but I paid for it, so I'm showing it in my video. British Funny Film Collection. 95 cents for 3 carry-on movies. She'll send this to her mom. She probably can't watch it because the regions are different, but hey, it's a nice little present. I got this for $5. I should have showed this with the other lot. $5 for Grand Theft Auto 4 and episodes from Liberty City. It's not worth as much as the Xbox 360 version. I was hoping it would be like the Xbox 360 version, where it's just like a random title worth $35, but it's worth more, about 15, but that's okay. It was only 5, I'll make a little bit of money on it. Yeah, I'll show these 3 games, and the rest of the stuff is all from one store. Games. I'll show these 3 movies. I've been doing really well with buying and selling movies. It's an avenue that I've been getting into, slowly but surely. It's quite difficult to wrap my head around because there's a billion movies in the world. Most of them are worth a couple of bucks, and there's a few movies that are worth $10 and over. So it's about figuring out which ones are worth something. These ones are worth something. The Life and Times of Grizzly Adams, season 1 and 2. I paid 95 cents for each of them. I should be able to get just shy of $50 for the pair. And we'll turn that into a video game or some savings, I don't know. Grizzly Adams I've always known about. That's like the bear dude. I've seen various videos about it. The idea of the story is really interesting to me. An unfairly accused man who chose to live exiled in the wilderness, rather than stand trial for a crime he did not commit. That sounds excellent. But he's just a wholesome dude with a beard who takes care of a bear. Come on. That sounds like fun. Oh, and watch Grizzly Man. That's a good documentary. My wife bought this. Russell Coit's Celebrity Challenge. It's stupid. But you gotta love Russell Coit. Bit of an Australian icon. Man. DVDs used to come with, like, big booklets sometimes, but now they're too cheap for them. Who are the celebrities in this? Anyone I know? Oh, Craig Bennett. I know him. I know Craig Bennett. Cricket star. Alright, the rest of this stuff, all from one Cash Converters in Browns Plains. I went in, looked around, wasn't finding anything. The PS4 games were way too expensive there. None of them were under 15 bucks. So I didn't buy any of them. But they had a ton of Xbox 360 games when I looked over them. And I ended up just picking out all of these. Yeah, no real order, just I'll show them. I remember not too long ago, most of these were not worthless, but the prices on them had gone down by a lot. I think when the time when EB Games started to really clearance them out, 2018, early 2019, like, they just sunk beneath the earth. There was like very few PS3 and Xbox 360 games were really worth a whole lot at that point, because EB Games were just clearancing out their whole stock, and suddenly all of these great games were flooding the market. And now they're back up again, and now they're raising even higher. So we'll go through a couple of them. We have the Saboteur here. I had no idea this was a $30 game until I looked up real quick while I was in the store. I was going to leave this one behind. Yeah, the Saboteur. Great game on the PS3. Probably just as good on the Xbox 360. All of these were $3 each. Bully Scholarship Edition, right around the $23 to $25 mark. You can play this one on Xbox One, and it was sold brand new fairly recently, so it's not worth as much, but I do feel like this one will probably go up in value. I'll just sell it though. I'm not attached to this stuff. It's just stuff, you know. Deadpool, worth right around the $25 mark. EB Games still sells it for quite a lot, which is interesting. I'm not sure why. I finished this one within the last 3 weeks as well on the PlayStation 3. Pretty fun game. It's pretty stupid. It's a generic third-person shooter, but it's very, very funny. Family Guy Back to the Multiverse, another one, worth about 30 bucks. I want to sit down and play this on the PlayStation 3 because I think I have it on PS3. It looks pretty good, like a third-person shooter set in the Family Guy universe. I kind of really enjoy Family Guy on an ironic level. Like, I recognize it's really bad, but that's what makes it good. It's the perfect kind of postmodern show. Speaking of which, this one's apparently worth the most. I thought this might be 20 bucks. This is like $70. SpongeBob Hero Pants. I remember the last time I had a copy of this, it was 20 bucks. Now it's 70. I don't understand it. I don't know why. It doesn't look very good. The graphics look terrible in it on the back. I don't know. Collectors are crazy, man. And I'm gonna make my money off them while they got it to give. Saw on the Xbox 360. It's not a very good game. Worth a bit. Not a great amount. Maybe 20 bucks. Maybe 20 to 30, I don't remember. Lego The Hobbit, I think this one is about 20 to 30 as well. Street Fighter X Tekken, someone bought this for 100 bucks. Crazy people. I think this one was worth about $30. Those cicadas are gonna drive me nuts. I've had 2 years with not a single cicada, and it starts making noise as soon as I get my camera out. So it is. I had 2 copies of this, I just picked up the good one. The other one was in bad condition. Walking Dead Survival Instinct. This one used to be worth nothing, like $10, $12. Now it's gone up to $20, $25, so I thought $3 is pretty good. The discs on these are all really good shape. It's nice to find Xbox 360 games that people took care of, straight up. The Simpsons game, another one worth a good amount. It's over $50 now, which is very surprising to me. I think this one wasn't in the best shape. Yeah, this one had like a broken spindle in the middle. which means that the disc was probably left to roll around and now it has scratches, but for $1 I can take it to my guy and make it a $50 game again. Isn't that some magic? The two coolest ones, Grand Theft Auto 5 in a steel case, $3, man. Come on. It's all in there, both discs, bloody add-ons, your map. It's all in there. I don't know what that's worth, but it's pretty clean. It's a really good shape for an older game now, considering it's 7 years old and like there and there are the only noticeable scratches. And the coolest one, this one isn't worth as much as some of the others, but I just found this one kind of ironic. I've been looking for this game, irony is not the word, just coincidental. I've been wanting this game on PlayStation 3 because it's the only way to get this game on PS3. But I found it on Xbox 360, it's the Mass Effect Trilogy. It's only $3, so $1 a game. This is still worth about $40 to $50 by itself, but I really want the PlayStation 3 version because it's the only way to get the first Mass Effect game. I've played the other two on PS3 and they're really, really good. And I have played the first one on the Xbox 360 back in the day, but it's just... You know, I want the game because I've played it and I've enjoyed it. I usually keep games that I've played and enjoyed. Unless I can get them easier on some other system. Like, if I can emulate them now, like, I'll just sell it. That's why I'm selling the PS2 stuff. All that stuff is pretty easy to emulate now. Same with GameCube. Oh, disc fell out. That's okay, it's in good shape. There we go. I think it's all in there. Mass Effect comes on the one disc. Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3. The only thing it's missing is the manual, which kinda sucks, but whatever. Oh, I did not fold that the right way. There we go. Yeah, $3 for that. You're not gonna beat that price. And that is all. Those are my pickups for the last few months. I don't really have plans to go out game hunting in the future much. I've not done it a whole lot. Like, that stuff you see there is about what I found in the last few months. Everything else is just bits and pieces that I've sold on. The eBay business is doing well, my job's doing well, life is pretty good. I've just been enjoying life outside of YouTube. I'm still watching a lot of YouTube. Not the stuff I used to watch. I don't really watch anyone's pickups videos anymore. It's nothing against them, I'm just not crazy into collecting like I used to be. But yeah. Well, it was fun to make this video anyway. See you in my house, bidding you guys farewell. Have a good one. Stay safe in this crazy COVID world of ours.